Today guys, I'm going to be telling you one of the best ways you could prepare for the next update in Grand RP. It's either going to make you a bunch of money or get you all of the cool themed clothing items you want. And you're going to want to start doing this now. So I hope you enjoy the video and let's jump into it. So as you guys remember, last year with the Halloween update and the Christmas update, and I even believe the Easter update that came out, there was always a place you could go or a menu you could access where you could obtain some really cool clothing items, weapon skins, and sometimes even cars. Like last year, you could get the mystery machine from the Halloween event. But in order to do that, you needed to get a bunch of candy. And I believe for the Christmas one, we needed to get candy canes or something like that. I can't really remember exactly what it was, but we always needed to get something. And then we could trade in that candy for those cool clothing items. And of course, the way you got candy was by doing events like the Halloween event. You collect a big pumpkin, you get like 30,000 candy. You kill a zombie, you get like 10,000. Stuff like that would get you candy easily. But then of course, one of the best ways to get candy was by trading in resources for it. So for the past couple of months, I've been going around the city collecting them. And they're all stored in the back of this big-ass truck. Take a look at how much stuff I have so far. 1,500 diamonds, I got some pearls, I got tons of pineapples, I got a bunch of mandarins, I got a piece of salmon, tons of carp and trout and perch. Straight up, just a ton of stuff. About a month and a half ago, I actually calculated what this would be worth in candy, and I got the values. Copper is worth 30 candy, emeralds are worth 300, rubies are worth 600, and diamonds are worth 8,000. Gas, solar, and kerosene are worth 100 candy each. Perch is worth 30, carp is worth 300, trout is worth 600, and salmon is worth 8,000. Pearls are worth 3,000, mandarins are worth 1,000, pineapples are worth 1,500, pumpkins are worth 800, and cabbage is worth 500. I believe there was a couple other things as well, but I just couldn't find the clip I had of it. So when I calculated it, I had roughly 16 million candy if I were to trade in all those resources. So then when the update comes out, I'll be able to get everything I want. But I'm obviously not going to need 16 million candy to get everything, unless they release another car that you need 100 million candy to obtain. So the other thing you could do is start hunting for these resources now. Because when that update comes out, all the resources go up in price. For example, if you wanted to go out right now and buy some diamonds, you could easily get them for 4,000 bucks a piece, and maybe if you do a bulk order, you can get them for 3,800 or 3,500 bucks a piece. But now let's say the update is out, and you're able to trade in those resources for candy. And of course, everybody wants to get candy, so then they can get the cool items that are going to be gone in a couple weeks. And then the prices of all those resources are going to end up going up. People were trying to sell diamonds for $6,500, and on average, they would go for about $5,500 to $6,000 each, which was crazy. And so many people were just selling them off and making tons of money. So if you can purchase these items now before the update comes out, like I've been doing, you can make a massive profit. For example, I believe in the back of my trunk there, I have 1,523 diamonds, and I bought all of them for the max price of $4,000 each. I even got some for under 4K, which was great. So if we multiply that, I spent roughly $6,092,000 buying diamonds. But then when the update comes out and the price goes up by 1,500 bucks, I could sell those diamonds off for $8,376,000, which is about a $2.3 million profit just like that. One of the best parts about this is the fact that not too many people are doing it. I know that I'm doing it, and I know like a couple of my friends have started doing it as well, but they kind of stopped now. But I'm still going hard, baby. And the profits that I told you about for my diamonds are pretty damn great. And that's just for the diamonds alone. So if I already know what diamonds are going to be going for, we could just assume that everything else will also receive roughly a 33% price markup, which means out of everything I have in the back of that trunk, I can expect to make roughly 33% more than what I actually spent. And I think last time I calculated it, I had around $16 million worth of items back there, which means I'll be able to make a profit of roughly $5.2 million. And all I did was buy a bunch of crap at Beach Market. You know what? Let's go and see if we can find any more. There is one thing I forgot to mention. I'd say about 80% of the items I have in the back of that trunk, I purchased. The only items I got myself were the fish. If you guys can obtain these items by yourself instead of purchasing them, your profit margin just went through the roof. Let's say you compare two people. One person went out and bought diamonds for 3,800 bucks a piece, and now they have 1,000. And then somebody else went out and mined 1,000 diamonds. The profit that they would make by the time the update comes out is astronomically different. The person who spent 3,800 bucks on diamonds is only going to end up making a profit of about $2.2 million. The person who went out and mined the diamonds themselves, they're going to end up making a profit of $6 million because they didn't spend a dime purchasing the items. So if you can get yourself a fishing rod, or go and get yourself a pickaxe, or even just plant seeds in a garden, get all these items yourself instead of actually going out and buying them, your profit margin will be so much higher. Plus, you guys still got a couple weeks to do so. Oh look, 10 emeralds for 20,000. That is a ripoff. We're definitely not buying that. Ooh, some nice luminous wheels. $40,000 for 20 of them. Let's see how much candy you get from mandarins. Mandarins give you 1,000 candy, the second best out of the food. I'm just saying, if that's what these are going for right now, I can make $2.2 million off of selling all of mine. And that price will probably go up when the event comes out. Animal skin you can actually get a lot from. I can't remember exactly how much. At least I think you can trade animal skin in for it. 3 carp for 1,000 bucks. That's honestly not the best price, but I'm going to take it. And 5k for 93 perch is definitely not worth it. We got a diamond right here, 7,000. 5 pineapples for 6,000. I'm okay with that because we can get 1,500 candy for each pineapple. I'm good to buy that. 1,000 bucks for emeralds? No. Rubies? No, definitely not. You can see people are already marking this stuff up right now, and the update's not even out. So think about when the update comes out. We might actually be able to make even more than a 33% profit. If people are trying to sell diamonds for 7,000 now and there's people actually buying them, do you know how much money we can make? That's roughly a 43% markup. So on all of the stuff we have, if we get a 43% markup instead, that's roughly $6.8 million. That is a crazy amount of money. All right, taking a look at this stuff. I mean, cabbage for 10k, 20, that's honestly not too bad. That's pretty decent, 500 bucks each. Not too much stuff on sale here. 10 emeralds, 25k, definitely not worth it. You never know, sometimes the price of this stuff just randomly goes up. That's a pretty decent deal. 10 mandarins, 5k. Beautiful. 500 bucks a piece right there. And guys, this is all I've been doing. I've been just going around. Look at this. Look at that. That's a great deal. Beautiful. I would be okay with paying that much for emeralds. 500 bucks a pop. That's very cheap. And this one, 1,500 bucks for 7. Great deal. Let's see about copper. He's selling it for about 50 bucks each. I mean, I'd say copper usually goes for about, at the very most, 20. If you could find somebody that wants to buy it for 20. Like, for example, this guy right here for $1,500. That's a good deal. 2 emeralds for 2 grand. I'll pass on that. Perch, 3 of them. Nah, I'm good. And let's say you guys don't have any money to spend to buy these resources. You don't really need the money. All of these resources you can obtain yourselves. You can go and get the seeds for pumpkins and mandarins and pineapples. You can go get a fishing rod and start fishing. And you can get a pickaxe and start mining. And then when the update comes out, sell all of it off. Or you could spend all of it on candy. And if you are new to the game, it'll obviously be a little bit harder for you guys to acquire this type of stuff. Just because you're not going to have level 3 pickaxes or a level 3 fishing rod. But you can get them if you just start fishing and start mining. Let's hop back into the Mercy. And let's go pop the stuff we just got right back into our trunk. And let's say you go to Beach Market just like I did and you don't find too many resources you need, you can always post ads for them. Like for example, let's toss one out right now. If we could find somebody that's selling diamonds for 3,800 a piece and let's say they have like 1,000 of them or something, that's pretty blessed for me because then I could just sell them in smaller quantities for more money when the update comes out. Instead of selling it for 3,800, when the update comes, I'll end up selling it for 6,000 each and then sell 10 for 60k. All right, let's toss everything into here. Copper as well. Let's toss the animal skin in here too and the emeralds. Believe that's it. We can literally go and plant these seeds and I believe each seed gives you 5, I think. I don't know. I really don't garden ever in Grand RP. So, you know, we can get a bunch of free stuff from that. It looks like our ad was just posted. Let's see if we can make a deal. We just found somebody selling 50 diamonds. Send him the GPS coordinates. 50 diamonds, 3,800 bucks a piece, $190,000. Easy $110,000 profit. Of course, that doesn't seem like a ton, but if you compile all of this stuff together and you start gathering tons of resources, profits are profits. And eventually, it's going to be a pretty high amount. And then once the update is over, the price will go back down. And then you would start buying all this stuff back up again for the Christmas update. I honestly might even go and grab my pickaxe, or I might go grab my fishing rod and head to a pond or head out to Sandy and start mining and get some materials. I'd say about 95% of the fish that I have in the back of my trunk is literally from fishing. And of course, you could sell it for a bunch of money. For example, that one salmon, even though salmon is very, very rare, I could sell it for about 12,000 bucks right now, which is great. So then by the time the update actually comes out, I could probably sell it for maybe 15,000. Salmon and diamonds give you the exact same amount of candy. I don't know if they're going to change that in the next update or not, but if they both give you 8,000, then honestly salmon shouldn't be that much money. I have no idea where this guy is. Sometimes this does happen where you send him a GPS and they just don't end up pulling up, or maybe he got killed. You never know. You can see in the top left-hand corner, this guy's trying to sell diamonds right now for 6,000 a piece. If people keep selling it at this rate, by the time the update comes out, diamonds are going to be worth 8,000, which is going to be insane, and I'm going to be able to make so much money off of it. But anyways, guys, that pretty much wraps the video up. I would highly, highly recommend doing this. But with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.